All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Christian Sports Corner. Real quick, want to do a reaction to tonight's draft. It was round one of the 2020 NFL draft. Everything was virtual. I'm quite sure you probably don't know who your favorite team got at this point, but there's a couple things I just want to talk about. I really don't feel like there was really many surprises in this draft so far. Couple things that kind of stood out to me. One, the Cowboys did not pick a need; they picked the best player available. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You got someone with the talent of a Ceedee Lamb. You got to go with him. The Cowboys took him number 17. I'm not mad at that pick because if you're a Cowboy fan, I want you to think about one thing. It not only helps the Cowboys, but it hurts the Eagles. So, to me, I think this was an opportunity for the Dallas to get back at Philly because Dallas was going to pick Dallas Goedert, and the Eagles jumped in front of them and got him. So they said, okay, y'all need a receiver, well, you won't get Ceedee Lamb. They end up taking Ruger. I don't know much about Ruger. I've heard good and bad about him. So we'll see how that pans out. But I know that the Cowboys picking Ceedee Lamb is gonna. It sends a clear message to me. For one, it says that they're doing things different, right? Like normally they go for this person, you'd be like, who? So that happens a lot with Dallas. Who? And sometimes it pans out, sometimes it don't, but sometimes you feel like they leave needs. Even in this situation here, though, it still felt like they did not address the defense. So I'm hoping that they definitely take care of the D tomorrow in the second round, the second and third rounds. We need to go heavy defense. Also, I wanted them to try to move up. I would have gave up a second round pick, maybe a second and a third round pick if I could have moved up in that late in that first round to get McKinney, that safety from Alabama. I really like him. I think he's really good. So I wanted them to make that move, but they didn't. And so we'll see how tomorrow shake out. But we got to take care of the defense. Like you got to take care of the defense. They seem like they already got a person in mind, maybe. And if they don't pick somebody up in that next is a cornerback, I'm gonna get worried unless they got some trade lined up or something they're pretty close on making happen or something, because the defense is definitely a need. But again, I understand the Ceedee Lamb pick. It helps you and hurt the Eagles. So I can't argue with that, man. Lastly, this to me put all the pressure on Dak, because Dak can't say you don't have the weapons. Now I know you get the contract thing worked out and all of that, but I think this move also says that if they are not able to get a deal done with Dak, whatever quarterback they put in there going to be in a really, really desirable situation. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. Not saying I want that to happen. I'm just saying that that's a possibility. And, with the contract dispute between them two getting heavy right now, that's something to think about there. Real quick, I want to say RIP to Dak's brother. From what I'm hearing, a couple of chats it was saying that that brother is no longer with us, so I know that could be hard to deal with. So we're losing too many people too fast. Also, a hip hop artist today, Fred the Godson. I don't know if you know him or not. He passed today due to COVID-19. So rest in peace to both of those guys. Life is short, guys. Please don't take it for granted. Also, it's something else I want to get back into the draft. Something else I want to talk about is this. Now, to me, this is the most interesting move of the night. The Green Bay Packers draft a running back. A quarterback. Are they preparing for Aaron Rodgers for Aaron Rodgers to retire? And is Aaron Rodgers ready to retire? Have he gave them the heads up that he was ready to retire? Or are they just planning for the future? How did this affect Aaron Rodgers? How do Aaron Rodgers feel about that? This is really iffy, but as they mentioned many times tonight, this is Green Bay did this before. You know, they remember Aaron Rodgers sat for I think 3 years before he even started behind Brett Favre, and this may be the same type of situation now with them drafting Love in the first round. He's definitely looked at as the future, but he may need some time to develop, so they go ahead and get him. And when Aaron Rodgers moves on, they got the person ready to step up. That's good planning. That's good planning in my thought. But I know Brett Favre wasn't that hands-on when Aaron Rodgers was backing him up. So it's interesting if Aaron Rodgers do the same to Love, or if he actually be a better mentor to Jordan Love. Other than that, I thought the Baltimore Ravens pick, they got exactly what they wanted. So everybody know I like the Ravens, you know. So I watched out for their draft pick, but they needed some help on that defense, on that linebacking core. I thought maybe they would go receiver. I thought the Ravens would go receiver, but they end up going inside linebacker. That's something that they needed. I also felt like Miami had all the picks in the first round, but hey, we'll see how all that pan out. They had a lot, but we'll see how all that pan out. Other than that, I don't see wasn't no big surprises in this draft so far. I think everybody went where everyone thought it was going to go. Do I think Burrow is going to make a big difference in Cincinnati? I don't know. I don't know, just not because of his play, but because of the weapons around him. I think they still got AJ Green over there, but I mean, maybe give him a good quarterback in there, and his career will come back to life. So, not saying his career is dead by no means. It's just you ain't really heard much about the guy, just being honest. So yeah, that's it. That's my take on the draft. Overall, how do I feel about my Cowboys in this draft? I think they picked the best available player. He was high on their board. He was there. They went ahead and got him. But I please just take care of this defense. I'm so worried about Dallas Cowboys secondary, guys. It's not even funny. You hear me? I'm so worried about that secondary. I don't like nothing in the secondary. You know, Heath is gone. Woods, he's cool. Jordan Lewis, but he's only a slot, a nickel cornerback. Awuzie, he grabs and pulls so much and get beat so bad that it don't even make sense. And who else? Anthony Brown. He's too streaky. He have like 1 or 2 good games and then some bad games. That he's not consistent enough for me. So he had a really good rookie season, and then since that it's been hot and cold. But it's a new defense, new scheme. But we got to give the Cowboys credit for doing things different. I think they did pick the best available player. And you know, it also says that. This also said, what did it say about the thought pattern as far as going forward is going to be more throwing the ball. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing. I really don't. I mean, you still got Zeke. Zeke is still Zeke. But this helps Zeke at the same time because now you cannot crowd that offensive line, crowd the line to stop Zeke when you got Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Mari Cooper all on the outside. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. So I think Zeke going to actually benefit from this, but let's just pray we get the Zeke of old and not the Zeke we had last year. I mean, don't get that guy. I don't know who that was. That imposter that was in Zeke's uniform last year. Let's not get that. Let's get that guy out of here. But and then again, you weakened your division rival. So also. I think, and again, you know, speaking on the Eagles, I know I'm a Cowboy fan, so it's not no love lost there, but I always keep it honest. I think they got a lot of holes over there in New England, in Philly, and they have to get they picked up a wide receiver. I don't know how good. Like I said, it was Ruger, I think his name was, and I don't know much about him. You know, I seen some really excited Eagles fans, and then I seen some fans that was just like, oh my God, who is this guy? This guy, apparently he ran a 4.7 at the combine. I don't know. There's just I haven't checked these numbers, but according to some Eagle fan, I think he ran like a 4.7 at the combine, so they wasn't impressed. But hey guys, we'll see how all this worked out. But it was a good draft. It was a good draft. There's a lot of inspirational things. To continue on the note of the NFL draft, and salute to all the first responders and everybody that's on the front line for us right now as we continue to fight this pandemic. I hope everyone stays safe. I hope everybody washing their hand, practicing social distance. Thank everybody for watching this video. Sorry I didn't go live during the video tonight. Just too many things going on. But this is my reaction to the draft, man. Cowboys got better. The Packers got who they needed. The Ravens picked up the linebacker that they needed. Tua's going to Miami. Same. We'll see. And I could probably go more in depth into especially like the Tua pick. I think that's an interesting one. I don't know, what his availability is going to be coming out the gate. Do you sit him for a year or whatever? But we'll talk about it, guys. With that being said, until next time, you guys be safe.